Hello folks, James Millard here with Olympic Peninsula Skagit Tactics, and today we're going to talk about Trout Spey and Micro Skagit, kind of what's the similarities between the two, what are the differences between the two, and why do we call things Micro Skagit when the rest of the industry calls things Micro Spey. So stay tuned, this is a really good one. It'll clear up a lot of mystery on what Trout Spey is, and also kind of where we fit into that whole scenario. So stay tuned. So what is Trout Spey? It's a term we've heard a lot lately, and it's good to get kind of a definition on it. It's just how it sounds. Honestly, it's just chasing trout and trout-sized fish on spey rods that are shrunk down to appropriate sizes. So you can think of like your 5-weight trout speys all the way down to your 1-weight trout speys as applicable rods in these categories. We have lines that will match the 1-weight through 5-weight trout spey rods on the market. So we were the first to go under 20 feet with Skagit heads, and we went even shorter to accommodate both single hand and trout spey rods. So we've got a head that will match up with any of these trout spey rods that are out on the market now. For example, behind me, I have two Trout Spey or Micro Spey rods, which are an interchangeable term. But first, we've got the Echo Trout Spey 11-foot 2-weight, and we've got the Winston Micro Spey 11-foot 4-weight. I would put a 200 grain commando head on the 2-weight and a 250 grain commando head on the 4-weight. So that'll show you what the line conversion is. For the 2-weight, it's actually a 5-weight single-handed rod, and the 4-weight is more like a 6-7 weight single-handed rod. So what is Micro Skagit? It's just like it sounds again. It's Skagit that has been shrunk down. We consider our 1-weight through 5-weight trout spey rods and micro spey rods as Micro Skagit in that same arena. Also, our 2-weight through 8-weight single hand fly rods fit into that category as well, which is one of the reasons why we like to say Micro Skagit. Another reason is because in the two-handed arena, our Micro Skagit lines tend to be more true to weight. I'll use our Micro Skagit rods here as an example. The 993 weight, we throw a 150 to 175 grain commando head, which is what we put on 3-weight single-handed rods. And on the 10-foot 4-weight Micro Skagit rod from OPST, we put on a 175 to 200 grain commando head, which is what we put on a 5-weight single-handed rod. So these are a little bit closer to true to weight, where with the other Trout Spey rods, they were 3 line weights lower than what they would be in a single-handed rod conversion. So that's the two main differences, and the reason why we like to use the term Micro Skagit instead of Micro Spey or Trout Spey. So now you know the difference between Trout Spey and Micro Skagit. You can see why we decided to choose our own term for the line selection that we have, and how it applies to not only the Trout Spey market, but the single-handed rod market as well. So regardless of what you choose, we have a line that will work for you. So check us out at pureskagit.com, and thanks for watching.